G'day you good motherfuckers, my name's Isaac Butterfield and thank you very much for joining me on this YouTube channel. It's very good, I reckon. Now, if you know anything about me, you know that I spend every single night of my life doing one thing, and that is sitting down to the best comedy on TV. An unintentional comedy, but a comedy nonetheless. A comedy that is so great, so wonderful, it's only shown here in Australia. And that is the news program, A Current Affair. Now sure, it's an unintentional comedy, they take themselves seriously, but it is fucking hilarious. I implore you to watch this entire video because you'll lose your shit. I sit down with my wife, well, she's not my wife yet, she's my wife in 3 weeks. 23rd of July, go us. Little Dixon, by the way, we've got a whole channel to ourselves. It's called Little Buttsman, go and check it out. We lose our shit to this show every single night. If you don't know what A Current Affair is, the content they cover or they report on, I use that term lightly, by their journalists, I can't even say it with a straight face. The type of content they report on is this.
Will got exactly what Will was asking for.
Go away. Then go away. Go away. Stay 1.5.
Please.
1.5.
Oh, watch out. Him, you, and Current Affair.
But the other night, what they showed was the most fucked up thing of all time. It wasn't funny, it just pissed me off. It was one of the dumbest stories I've ever seen run on TV, particularly a so-called news program. And I need to show you this. You need to see this. Let's dive into this amazing program, shall we? Starting off with the very handsome host of the show, Tracy Grimshaw.
Footballers, whether they like it or not, they are role models and they're paid plenty to earn our admiration. So how does posting a juvenile game of rating women on social media fit with that?
Uh-oh, naughty, naughty, some blokes are in trouble.
When she's a 9 but got bad breath.
Dog 4.
This is absolutely juvenile.
Oh my God. Oh my, did you just hear that? That cis male piece of shit just said a lady was a 9 out of 10. Said she was very attractive. That's fucking disgraceful. That's worse for women than overturning Roe versus Wade. That's fucking terrible. How dare he believe that if she has bad breath, that she's not as attractive? What a fucking pig. Tracy Grimshaw should cut his cock off and throw it down the main street of Melbourne. Pure misogyny. Pure misogyny.
9.5, but he's homeless. I'm off him.
Rating women using numbers is a bit like treating them as a form of cryptocurrency.
Righto, Karen.
As though they're just objects to be, traded and discussed and swapped.
But I actually agree with this. Like a feminist, a real feminist would never do this. Good women would never do this. Proud, beautiful women would never rate a man. Oh wait.
He's an 8, but every time you go out for breakfast, he sits with his legs crossed at the cafe.
Say up 3.
Hang on a second.
Okay, he's a 3, but he's an AFL player.
It's almost like, bear with me, I'll try and work this out in my brain. It's almost like human beings rate each other out of 10 on a scale of not attractive to attractive. It's almost like it's humans that do that, not just men.
Okay, he's a 2, but he is tatted from the neck down. 10. He's an 8, but he posts selfies. 0.
I'm so confused here because if the AFL players, which is a sport here in Australia, Aussie rules, if the AFL players are being derogatory towards women when they do this, are these women being derogatory towards men? Or is it just all okay because it's not a fucking problem? I'll tell you what it is. It's a TikTok trend, you fucking idiots. It's a worldwide trend saying that people are either at the start attractive or not attractive and then coming up with a hypothetical scenario to make them more or less attractive. For example, I, 10 out of 10, right? But got big balloon hemorrhoids. So that makes me a 9.5 out of 10. Now there's one more piece of information that makes this video even better, but I will save that for later in the video because it is so amazing. It blows this story wide open. It's fucking hilarious. You wait till you hear it, but A Current Affair doesn't cover that. They ignore it.
It's hit the scoreboard twice now.
All the way, line it up with the punt right there.
What do you think of that?
I am appalled.
Is it that bad, or are we overreacting, do you think? No, I think it is that bad. I think they're setting a terrible example.
Great journalism. Two random people on the streets of Melbourne think that it's bad, think that it's very, very naughty, and these men should be fucking sent to, I don't know, Tasmania or something, all right? I'm sure you didn't run into anyone who just went, who the fuck cares, mate? Did you not run into anyone who disagreed with you, or were you worried that that was going to make your shitty story even shittier?
She's a 10, but got some broke up teeth. Like, them teeth are going every which way. Like.
Derogatory pillow talk.
Oh, no. 4.
While all clubs seek to educate their players about respect for women, Jack Ginnivan and Isaac Quaynor laugh at women's features.
Jack Ginnivan and the other bloke, Isaac something, good name, mate, laughing at women's features. Well, you know what you didn't see? You didn't see the other video where I actually jumped into bed with them and we rated chicks on how wide their were. But also, on the whole teeth thing, this.
He's a 10, doesn't own a car. No, so you're catching the bus with him. 2.
Don't get me wrong, I don't care what the ladies have said. That's not the point. It's not offensive. And if you find that offensive, you deserve the tough life you're going to have, you sorry sack of shit. But why freak the fuck out and claim that it's so offensive and they're horrible pieces of shit men that hate women, even though they're doing the same thing that all of these other people on TikTok are doing? It's a big trend. A lot of people are doing it. And you don't even do that research? Great journalism, yeah! In saying all of that, I would like to take this opportunity to rate Tracy Grimshaw a solid 7.5. She's got thighs and I want that with my fries. No, seriously, those shoulder pads make me hard, Trace. Well done.
These players are paid an awful lot of money to play football, but it's more important than that. They're influencers, they're role models, they're young kids' heroes.
That's why they shouldn't have the responsibility of being a role model to kids. And that's always just the fallback, right? They go, oh, they're a role model, they're a role model. If you don't put it on the news, they're not going to fucking know about it, these kids, are they? They're not going to give a shit, right? These dudes, not these particular guys, but people like them, people their age, or just dudes in general, are snorting coke on the weekend, they're jizzing on women's faces, they're probably punching puppies as well. Not everyone can be a role model for a child at all hours of the day. If he's rooting some chick in the ass on a Saturday night, is that being a role model for kids? No! The fact of the matter is, you are making a big song and dance about it. You're to blame, not them.
But nothing about this video, trust me, is heroic.
Fucking righto, dickhead.
When she's a 10
Busy girl.
and has no friends.
That can't be good.
You could see it as harmless fun, but
unfortunately that would be way too realistic, and we hate being realistic in this world. We just like to freak the fuck out for no particular reason. Who is this fucking woman anyway?
unfortunately it suggests a deeper set of attitudes, which I think we've seen ingrained in sporting culture, of feeling kind of entitled to women.
No, just rating them on how they look, you fucking 2.5 maybe.
Professor Catherine Lumby from Sydney University is a former gender advisor to the NRL.
Oh, so her career is just made up, it's pretend, it's rubbish, it's shit. When she was in that role, she was actually described as an attention seeker. Yeah, so I guess it goes without saying that playing the victim is what she does best.
Sure, they're having a laugh, but I mean, putting it up on TikTok suggests that they don't think there's any problem with that kind of behaviour.
No, no one had an issue with it. Thousands of people did the same thing. No one cared.
What do people say about young guys like this?
Okay, this bit right here. I want you to pay attention to this bit right fucking here. When it was played on the telly, I nearly spat my mouthful of English breakfast tea at my television. It was fucking amazing. Bearing in mind that this show goes to air at 7 p.m. on a weeknight. Talking about being a great role model for kids, how about what this fucking idiot says when kids are watching?
What do people say about young guys like this? They're young and they're dumb and they're full of, what's that word?
Cum. Cum is the word that you're implying there, sir. You bad role model for children. Cum was the word you're thinking of. He ends up saying arrogance, but cum is the word that everyone's thinking, which is a weird thing to sit there at 7 o'clock at night and he goes, they're young, they're dumb, and they're full of arrogance.
Arrogance.
Yeah. Just talking about cum.
Yes, Marty, it does look like arrogance and self-entitlement by these famous footballers, but it's built on notions of women as underlings and as women being inferior to men.
No fucking no. It is young people having a laugh, mucking around with their friends. That is all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. And it doesn't hurt a soul. It is maddening that you at A Current Affair would choose to try and ruin these guys' career just because they put up some fucking stupid TikTok video of them rating pretend women. Grow the fuck up. And here's the thing, you would never do it if it was a female player. There is the AFL Women's League. You would never do it if it was one of them, would ya? I happen to know for a fact that you wouldn't. How do I know for a fact? Well, there's a secret that I'm about to tell you. Just a few more seconds. Just a few more clips, and I will.
I'd say to the boys, I understand you're young blokes. Let's sit down and have a yarn about what the modern context is. What do modern women your age, as young blokes, expect of you? They expect simple equality and respect.
They rated a pretend woman with bad teeth, mate. Chill out. But remember that as well. What do young women their age deserve? Respect. Remember that. Because the secret's coming up.
It may have started out as fun between teammates. Incidentally, they posted the video on TikTok. But seriously, fellas, remember who you are. And that message, you can bet, is being kicked around the club.
Well, on the topic of the club, the Collingwood Football Club to be exact, here's the secret that no one's talking about, and I have it on good authority from many people in the comment section all over Facebook, so if I'm wrong, it's their fault, that two girls from the AFLW, the Women's League, made almost exactly the same video. It was taken down, you can't find it anywhere, but it was made rating men out of 10 and then coming up with hypothetical things. And no one gave a flying fuck. No one talked about it. No one even mentioned it. And these dudes are getting their names dragged through the mud, being called misogynists and all these horrible things that really do tarnish young people's careers if they're called them, and over nothing. And these ladies are doing exactly the same thing, and that is why this video is called a disgusting double standard, because there is a disgusting double standard happening right now. Those women were ignored, these guys were attacked, and that's fucked. If everyone's equal, if men and women are equal, then why weren't they treated equally? Female players did the exact same thing and no one gave a shit. Not a mention, not a story, a sanction, nothing. And yet, they want equality. Wouldn't you suggest that this is part of equality? Surely. Rating people happens all the time. Tinder is literally rating people. That's all it is. What about in real life? Nightclubs, that's just rating people, going, yeah, you're fucking ugly, you're fucked, you'll do. And A Current Affair, which is on Channel 9, their most popular show, Married at First Sight, has a whole episode every season dedicated to rating every single person.
From left to right, you must place the photos in order of who you find the most attractive, right down to who you are least attracted to.
I don't want to do this.
So now rating is misogyny? Channel 9? Hello? You fucking double standard loving hypocritical c***s. How weak do you think women are, A Current Affair, that they can't deal with this? Fuck off. Fuck right off. I think I'll end this after they tried to ruin the careers of these 19-year-old young men. Hey, A Current Affair. Fuck you to the moon. My name's Isaac Butterfield. Have a lovely day. Be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Be it extinct. Toodaloo wah wah wah. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching the video. Your support means absolutely everything. If you haven't subscribed, do it right now. You keep me dogs fed and I love you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, there's 3 new videos on this channel every week. And if you want more, you can head over to Little Butts Mom, which is the second channel. Ladies and gentlemen, there is more. What about the podcast each and every week? It's available on Spotify and YouTube as well. And I'm also on tour right now around the country doing my show, Cancel Me Now. Stand-up comedy is back, ladies and gentlemen. And please, for Christ's sake, follow me on Instagram. I'm very lonely. Love ya. Bye.